Hi everyone, Tans here from Vertex Investing. I'm going to go through my favorite strategy. This strategy is a type of position trading or engulfing candle or higher time frame bias. It's up to you what you want to call it. I call it position trading because it's more swing trading related, but I'm going to show you how to use it as an intraday as well. So it's very simple. Make sure you have read the PDF as well. So if we go on the daily chart, the reason we use the daily chart is purely because you tend to get more reliable moves. It's just less choppy um, than lower time frames really. So your probability is really high. With this strategy, probability is high anyway. But I'll show you how best to use it. So on my chart, this white line is the moving average 50. We don't need this yet. I will show you why we need it. To add this, all you have to do, you just press the FX, just write moving average here, and then you just add it on, and then once it comes on you can edit it. So press the settings button, change that, and then put that to 50. You could put it as a straight line if you want. I didn't for some reason because I have other moving averages on my chart usually, but we don't need that for these strategies. So for this one, we don't need moving average for the daily time frame. The daily time frame, if you are going to use it, you'll be looking for swing trades really. Now let me scroll back to what we need to find. So okay, so say we're looking at the chart here, we can see it's if I draw an arrow, we can see a clear uptrend. Now what I'm going to be looking for is an engulfing candle on any pullback, and we can see one right here, right? And now these candles are closing at 10 p.m. GMT, so our UK time. So that's when we're going to look for these swing trades, because we need these daily candles to close. We're not going to do it while it's moving. You can prepare because you won't get much movement. Around 8 o'clock you can prepare, but you won't get much movement. And while we're here, this is a good example because we got a bearish engulfing here, but we're not going to take this trade purely because it's an uptrend. There's no sign of reversal, and I never trade a reversal. I never trade it to be first in. I need more confirmation. So make sure you get like a new high, a new lower high to confirm. So I'll generally wait for the third one anyway, which is perfect for this one. So now that we found this, okay, an engulfing candle is basically a candle that can eat the previous candle, so this candle. So it can't be, say if you get an engulfing candle here, but this one's a really small one, it doesn't count. It has to be the one next to it. Now what we have to do to get the best entry for our daily, we have to get our fib, and we're going to draw it from as we're buying, we're going to draw it from the bottom to the top, which is there. Let me zoom in for you. There we go, and so you can see it, what I'm looking at. If you want to see my fib settings, here they are. So you can screenshot that or take a picture of it. These are all the ones that you need, not for this strategy, but these are the key levels that you'll be looking at anyway. Okay, right. So what we are going to do, we're going to be looking for an entry at our 6.8 Fibonacci retracement. You can do it after 0.5, which you do get more trades. However, the risk to reward isn't as great, which is why I tend to go for the 0.618. I don't mind missing trades because it doesn't hit the 618. To be honest, I'd rather go for the higher risk to reward. It's less trades needed, to be fair. So the way to do it is, what you need to do, you're going to place a limit order. So because we're going long, we're going to place a buy limit at our 618 level. Now our stop loss is just going to go 1 pip below this engulfing candle. So if I put that to 1 pip down, So that's 6. How many pips is that? 51 pips stop loss. Yeah, and now your take profit. Now the way to do your take profit, you can go conservative and go for the negative 618 as your take profit, which is fine. This will give you a risk to reward of 3. That's perfectly fine. What you can do is what I tend to do, because I do trail my stop loss. I look for where the trade can potentially go. The highest point is that one up here, so you can have that as your target. Now the reason why I'm picking that and not anything else is I know it is the highest point. It's not the biggest bearish engulfing, but that is a bearish engulfing candle, and that is what I would call a key level, and I will mark that off and have that as a target. And you can look for more along the way. I don't actually see any more along the way. Actually, there's one there. Other than that, and this is a good example that is a key level here. I know if you look left, you can see how it's reacted to this level previously. Is there any more? Not that I can see. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're going to place the order. Let's get rid of our fib. We don't need that anymore, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Let's let this play out. So we see what happens. It triggers. It gets very close to our stop loss. As you can see here, with our moving average 50 is a dynamic support. It doesn't really mean it doesn't make a huge difference in our daily, to be honest. For this strategy, I'll explain why and where we'll need it, but you can see how it just bounced off perfectly off that to carry on. And I'm not sure if it reaches target, this one, because it's not finished yet. Oh no, it probably does. Yeah, it does. And that's it. So that's an easy 589 pips, a risk to reward of 11.38 with only a 51 pip stop loss. And that's it. All you have to do is just sit on your hands. I wouldn't move your stop loss in this with the swing trades, to be honest. You need a trade to breathe, unless you get like a massive move. Say if you get to your first key level. My first key level was all the way up here. Now once you broke that, what I would do is move my stop loss to this key level and hold it there. Alternatively, you can move your stop loss below each low. There's only one low being created, so your stop loss would have been here, and then you would have just let it go and hit TP. Let's see how long that one took actually. So we triggered here. Yeah, so it took about 26 days. So that's the average for a swing trade, to be fair. Alright, so that's how you do it on the daily, and it's exactly the same if you're looking for a sell. Let's see how this finishes off. Okay, finishes off like that. See here, you can people can probably look for a reversal. However, I need confirmation. I need to have a lower high form, a lower low, then I will look for a trade to sell. Let's see if I can find a bearish engulfing on a bearish trend. If there is a bearish trend, there's one there, doesn't really trigger. Okay, here. So what we'll do here, if oh no, let me go back. We're going to go back to here. Okay, so we've got this is a massive trade here. So what we're going to do, we're going to clearly just draw our fib from the top to the bottom, because we're selling. Our entry point, I didn't draw that properly. Our entry point, where is it? Short is going to be the 618 fib. Our stop loss is 1 pip above the high. Of the engulfing candle, by the way. And our take profit. So let's look where our next key level is. There is none really. Previously, okay, there. Is that one? Yeah. So our next key level is here. we're going to draw our take profit to here, so we've got a target of 360 pips, and let's watch this play out. So do we have a trigger? I'm sure I saw this trigger. Yeah, okay, we triggered there, we're in the trade, and we just let it run. Let's see what happens. So you can see how it's respecting the moving average 50 as we go. This trade is, what's it doing? Let me speed it up, sorry. There we go. There we go, we reached target there. And yeah, simple as that. So that's for a bearish trend. The reason that it was a bearish trend is because we got a new low being formed, a new lower high, sorry, and then we just followed the trend down. You can see this trend is ongoing, so, and that was clearly just a fake out of the trend. But yeah, so that's how you use it on the daily for your swing trades. Now let's do it on the 4 hour, and we'll show you how to do it as an intraday. So the 4 hour is the only time frame that I will do it on. And I haven't looked at this trade before, so I'm not sure if there is any. I'll have a look. So it's the same principle. You're going to look for a pullback of some sort. Do I see a good one? Okay, there's one here. So we can see that this trade is, we've got a bearish trend going on, and we can still see, and then we've got this small, it's a very small pullback, but it is a pullback, and we've got this big bearish engulfing candle. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw our fib for our, actually let me take the time back to here. Yeah, so we're going to draw our fib from the top to the bottom. Now if you are going to do an intraday, what you can do, if you, placing short from our 618 fib, our stop loss again is just 1 pip above the high, so it's just roughly about there. And what you can do is have your target at the negative 618 fib. It's a good target to have for intraday. We're not looking for big moves, to be honest. Or you can have the negative 27. It's up to you. We're not looking for a massive move. And what you can do here for further confirmation, if you go to the hourly, you can have a look at the trade. Yeah, so our moving average 50. Let me make that into a clear line actually, because it will make it easier for the video. There we go. So as I mentioned, the moving average 50 is our dynamic support, and the reason that we are focusing on this on the intraday time frame is because we are going to look for this to meet up at our entry. If it does, that gives us pretty much the best wick entry that we can get. If the trade goes against us, then it goes against us. The strategy just didn't work, but this is how to get the highest probability of the trade. So you go on the 4 hourly first, look for the bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing, whatever it is that you're trading, draw the fib, get your target ready, and just to confirm if the trade is worth taking, go to the hourly, and then you will look for the lineup. So at this point I'll be looking, okay, it's heading in this direction anyway, so I will place the trade. We'll play this a little bit slower, so let's see what happens. We don't trigger just yet, so we triggered just there. Okay, and we're going to let the trade play out. And what gives me more confidence is that the moving average 50 is now in our stop loss area, so it's within, it's before our stop loss, so it should be okay. Now I'm going to speed this up and let this play out, and we hit target there. The best thing to do, I know I do move my stop loss to entry on the signals, but ideally with this strategy it does play out most of the time. It's got such a high win rate, it's incredible. I would just leave the stop loss where it is and let it hit take profit. It does take some trades can take a while to play out, but that's not really an issue. Let's see how long this one took. This one hit just here, 23 days, so 24 bars, which is which is good for an intraday move, to be fair. But that's exactly how you use it on an intraday move. So you can use this as a swing trade or intraday trade. It's completely up to you. But make sure you give it practice on a demo account before you do go live, and see how it goes from there. And also make sure you read the PDF as well. The PDF is directed towards swing trader, to be fair, because that's what this strategy is mainly for. But it's up to you how you want to use it. You can play around with it and see how it works for you. Good luck, guys. Take care.